but Allan invited me to his office one afternoon and went through a vision that he had and said, you know, it's really okay because this is going to allow me the time and the effort, and I'll really be able to focus all my attention on what I want to create, and that is this depression center. And that was a number of years ago, and Allan did have a vision and has worked very hard to make this day special. So I'm honored to introduce to you Dr. Allan Tasman.
Thanks, President Ramsey, and thanks to the UofL Board of Trustees and all of the other faculty and staff at the University of Louisville who have helped to bring us to this wonderful occasion today, which marks the grand opening of the University of Louisville Depression Center. Our main offices of the Depression Center are located here in the UofL Healthcare Outpatient Facility, and we're having tours after the press conference, so we invite you to stay for the tour. But we also have offices located in our Bingham Clinic and in our clinic at the Ambulatory Care Building across from the University of Louisville Hospital. The UofL Depression Center is a regional clinical research and education resource dedicated to providing state-of-the-art treatment for all mood disorders, including depression, bipolar disorder, and anxiety disorders. Today, I'm going to say a few words about the illness of depression. As Dr. Ramsey said, depression is one of the most common illnesses and one of the most troublesome in all of medicine. It affects nearly 1 in 5 individuals at some time in their life. About 2/3 of people who commit suicide do so in the midst of a depression. Suicide rates, unfortunately, are rising in the United States. Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death in the 15 to 24-year-old age group. It's the 5th leading cause in the 25 to 44 age group. But in addition, in the elderly over age 70, depression is twice as common as in the rest of the population. Most alarmingly for all of us, the suicide rate in our active duty armed services personnel is rising alarmingly. Depression is also a major cause of absenteeism from work. The World Bank rates depression as causing the greatest global economic burden of any illness, and that includes cancer and heart disease. Because of lost productivity, depression causes a burden not only to those who have the illness, but to their families, their friends, and their coworkers. As with most psychiatric illnesses, those who have depression often suffer from the effects of stigmatization. This stigma causes shame and embarrassment for those with depression, and it often leads to delays in people seeking treatment early in their illness when treatment is most effective, as it is for most medical illnesses. Depression typically starts in the young adult years, but depression in adolescence is becoming increasingly common. There are a number of typical warning signs for depression that we hope that our Depression Center can serve a public education benefit in helping our community understand much better. A combination of several of these following symptoms that last for about 2 weeks is usually characteristic of depression. These include feeling down, sad, hopeless, a loss of interest or pleasure in usual activities, feeling bad about yourself, that you're a failure or have let down your family or friends, difficulty concentrating, feeling tired out or having little energy, changes in sleep pattern and in appetite, changes in physical activity, either being slowed down or fidgety and anxious, and most troublesome, thinking that you might be better off dead or of hurting yourself or killing yourself. In addition, many people with depression have unexplained physical complaints, such as recurrent headaches or stomach aches. While we still don't understand all the causes of depression, we do know that depression may run in families, and it may occur after any number of life stresses. Our present thinking is that depression is a combination of a biological vulnerability and some kind of emotional stress. The very exciting news for all of us is that while depression can be very severe, and while it can recur, there are a wide range of effective treatments. Because we have available here a number of very effective antidepressant medication treatments and a variety of forms of psychotherapy, the vast majority of those we treat who have depression have a positive response to treatment. For many people, a combination of medications and psychotherapy produces a better response to treatment and a longer lasting response to treatment once treatment is over. Not only do we have this range of treatments available to us today here in the Depression Center, but a number of our faculty are also actively involved with developing and investigating new forms of treatment for depression. Because depression is such a significant national problem, learning the causes of depression and using that knowledge to develop new and even more effective treatments requires a national response and new resources. That's the reason that we have started a $10 million development campaign to bring new researchers to the University of Louisville. It's also why we're very pleased that we've been invited to become a founding member of the National Network of Depression Centers. We're very pleased that Dr. John Graydon is here with us today. Dr. Graydon is the Rachel Upjohn Professor of Psychiatry at the University of Michigan. He's the director of the University of Michigan's Depression Center, and he's the founding president of the National Network of Depression Centers. So let me now ask Dr. Graydon to welcome you and to say a few words as well.